Radhi kwa sababu ya kuchelewa, lakini hata nyinyi mnaelewa yale ambayo yanaendelea. Kwa hivyo tusonge mbele. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me say that I've had the opportunity to have some great visits here to Olkaria. And in fact, if some of you will remember, 3 years ago when we were here during the launch of Olkaria IV, there was a young lady who was sitting somewhere around there who stood up and said, "Uko hapa wewe? Si uliwekewa stima wewe mama?" Basi ni namna hiyo. Because she made a request that for a very long time, for as long since she was born, her area where she lived, they never had power. And as a result of being here in Olkaria, not only did she get power, but also another 400 families were also able to be connected to power. And I think that tells us the real strength and power of transformation that energy gives to a nation, gives to a people. So being here, one can say we are here with pride. Because that story of the young lady that I was just mentioning reminds us that energy has the power to change lives. Indeed, some government programs take years, sometimes even decades, to change the life of an ordinary family. But energy is different. It changes lives immediately. One day, watoto wetu wanasoma chini ya koroboi hapo, siku ingine wakiwa wameunganishwa kwa stima, ndio hawa sasa wanasoma kwa stima and in a healthy environment. Siku ingine maziwa yetu inapotea kwa sababu hatuwezi tuiweke. Tukishaweka stima, tuko na cooling plants. Hiyo ni pesa ambayo tumeokoa, ambayo mwananchi labda angepoteza maziwa yake na mambo mengine yake ikiwa imeharibika. Kwa hivyo zangu, stima ni kitu ambayo inabadilisha maisha. Kuna mwingine ambaye alikuwa hapa alituongelesha siku hiyo pia. Alikuwa anasema ako na kinyozi lakini hana stima. Sijui hata yeye kama yeye mwenyewe amekuja hapa atuambie kama alipata kinyozi ya stima. Hii ni maisha ya mwananchi wa kawaida. Au ni namna gani wenzangu? Si ni kweli? Kwa hivyo kwa hivyo hii mpango wa serikali yetu ya kuhakikisha ya kwamba tumeweza kuongeza idadi ya umeme ambaye tunasambaza na pia kuunganisha Wakenya katika huduma ya stima ni njia moja ya kuhakikisha ya kwamba tumebadilisha maisha na tumeweza kupanua uchumi na kutoa uchumi kutoka miji mkuu na kulete uchumi na maendeleo katika vijiji yetu, katika kila kona ya taifa letu. Na hiyo ndiyo njia ya kusawazisha wananchi wa jamhuri yetu ya Kenya. Let me say, ladies and gentlemen, that the promise of transformation is to supply clean, reliable energy to our homes and businesses so that we can build prosperity for ourselves and for our families. And this we need to be perfectly clear about. Just that there is no misunderstanding. Without cheap, reliable energy, our development plans as a nation will just remain development plans on a piece of paper, gathering dust in an office. So energy is key to us being able to achieve our Vision 2030. My administration is clear, and we know where we need to go. We know which path to take, And there are stories that we can tell about our efforts to provide energy to our people. Kenya is a country that is blessed with a bounty of green, renewable energy. In the past, we have not done very much to develop these riches. We have depended for a very long time on dirty energy that has proved as damaging as it is expensive, as it eats our resources, and it leaves our children sick by the roadside. And Kenyans can no longer afford this route. That's not the only thing we can't afford. These days, many of our lenders ask for payment guarantees, and these are stiff ones, and few of us can afford these kind of guarantees. That means our foreign energy interests have a head start over Kenya's, because often their capital is cheaper. And in any case, to require stiff guarantees also slows down the investment we need, and this also delays the transformation that we seek. As the Minister has just mentioned, we are all concerned also about the water levels. On top of all the other difficulties, we know that our power supply is too often at the mercy of rains. If they fail, that means once again we move back to expensive and unpredictable power. This means again that not just your businesses, but our homes too suffer. And that, ladies and gentlemen, needs to change. And the process that we have embarked on is to change and provide reliable energy. To turn to our indigenous sources of green energy, such as geothermal, is to begin to answer the challenges of climate change. No source of green energy is more promising than geothermal. We are already, again, as has been stated, in the top 10 producers on the earth, and our reserves are some of the largest also in the world. So we can certainly put up more plants. This form of energy is not subject to the vagrancies of weather, and that it runs at a respectable rate more than 90% of the time, every year, means that we can bring reliable power to every Kenyan home. To be direct geothermal energy means cheaper, greener, more reliable power for our businesses and our homes. That is why, ladies and gentlemen, our gathering here today is of such moment. We need, and we're here, to commission 75 megawatts of power from 14 wellhead units. These units are unique in their innovation and are indeed a success story. And we have had to wait between 5 and 7 years from the drilling of the first well to the installation of a geothermal plant. Now we have seen that we can cut that period to between 2 and 3 years by using the wellhead units. I take this opportunity to commend KenGen for the boldness in taking the calculated risk which saw them install the first 5 megawatt pilot project in 2009, a unit which has performed exceptionally well ever since. Today, we celebrate the completion of the last 14 units, the end of a process that has seen the company invest millions of dollars in the drilling of steam wells and in the installation of these highly innovative units. This technology has sharply cut the cost of investment in drilling. It is without doubt clear to me that our institutions should adopt the same innovation and the same innovative approach in facing our challenges, and innovation must be the new identity of Kenyan institutions if we are going to see the transformation that Kenyans demand of us. The Wells, of course, will also be joined by the new 158 megawatt Olkaria V Power project, which we groundbroke for today. Once again, the vision is clear. We need cheap, green, and reliable energy. Once again, the path is clear. We expect that the peak load in our country will grow to about 15,000 megawatts by 2030. That demand will be met by raising installed capacity gradually to 19,200 megawatts by the same year, 2030. And this new plant that we have groundbroken for today will play its part in meeting that new demand. The project was made possible by the generosity of the government of Japan, and we are indeed grateful for this. And in this, it is no different from many earlier investments made by the government of Japan and the people of Japan in geothermal power, many of which have benefited, and many Kenyans also have benefited significantly from the expertise, the funding, the experience, and the goodwill of our partners in Japan. I am deeply grateful for that long partnership, and I trust that Olkaria V, our latest venture, will be as successful as our efforts in the past. The banks also deserve honorable mention, the Kenyan banks, for their confidence and generosity that they have shown in support of the innovative wellhead units that we commissioned today. And I thank all involved for their faith and invite them to continue supporting homegrown innovation. Quite simply, it's the right thing to do. Let me also thank the People's Republic of China, their Exim Bank, that gave liberally and supported the drilling that has been undertaken at this site. We thank you, Mr. Ambassador, and your government for that support. Ladies and gentlemen, these projects join the public and private sectors here at home, and they join our efforts with those of our friends abroad. We are united in one and only one aim: to transform the lives of ordinary Kenyans right here in this country, and that is across the Republic. In commissioning these wells and in breaking ground for the new project, we take a mighty step on the road to prosperity for this nation. And as we do so, and before I conclude, I would only just like to add that I would want to encourage the ministry also to allow the private sector to also be able to invest in our geothermal capacity. We have seen the private sector engage in Turkana, where we are about to commission approximately 400 megawatts of wind power that we have done in collaboration with the private sector. Kwa hivyo hata hapa tusiseme tunapongeza wenzetu, lakini we should allow the private sector to also engage, so that through that public-private partnership, we are able to faster achieve our objectives of being energy self-sufficient, reliable power, cheap power, clean power, in a much faster time than the period that we have set ourselves for 2030. So mine is to really thank everybody who has been involved, the government of Japan, the government of China, our private institutions, our local energy company, Kengen, and all others who have participated in making this day a success, and to say that my government will continue to support you in your efforts to transform this country and to provide clean and reliable energy to our people. Kwenu nyinyi wenzetu wa Olkaria, yangu ni kuambia tuendelee na hii kazi. Tunauliza hata hawa watu ya Kengen, hawa vijana wetu ambao wako hapa, hata nyinyi muhakikishe mnawafundisha, mnawaandika kazi, ndio pia wasione tu mambo haya yanaendelea na wanaiangalia kutoka kando. Wawe wanaingizwa ndani, wanafundishwa, wanapatiwa masomo, kwa sababu hiyo ndio njia muhimu ya watu kujua ile rasilimali wako naye, na ndio waweze kuilinda na waweze kujua maana yake. Kwa hivyo hiyo nitaendelea kuwauliza waunganishe, mufanye kazi pamoja na wao na mwasaidie, wapatiwe training. Hata wewe balozi na kuomba tafuta vijana hapa upeleke Japan wakasome. Huko si namna hiyo. Ni watu wetu na ni watu wema. La mwisho, na mimi siwezi kusahau na nitaendelea kusema, mimi nawashukuru watu wote wale ambao wamejitokeza kupiga kura kwa ile amani tumekuwa naye, na kuambia ya kwamba tunasonga mbele, tuendelee kubaki na amani, umoja, ndio tuweze kujenga taifa letu la Kenya. Mungu awabariki, Mungu awalinde. Asanteni sana.